Doors is in Roblox's newest Egg Hunt event. Yeah, that's right, the Egg Hunt 2025 event, better known as the Hatch, will be featuring Doors as one of its participating games. Now, Doors has participated in a total of 3 Roblox events prior to this, with each allowing the game to receive a massive content expansion, and it's possible that this event could result in the same effect. However, this all begs the question of what changes will be coming to the game, will it be grouped together with the upcoming Garden Subfloor update, and when exactly will we expect the event to release in the game? Well, we'll be attempting to answer all of those pressing questions in this very video. We have got a lot to cover today, so with all of that being said, let's begin. Alright, so I think a good starting point for this video is to ask the question of what exactly is an egg hunt. These are popular Roblox events that in recent years have featured a handful of selected games hiding eggs behind certain challenges, and completing said challenges rewards each respective game's badge as well as an egg-themed accessory based on the challenge or the game itself. It's kind of like the other events, such as the Hunt, only it's a much larger scale, and each game rewards a unique egg-themed prize. For this year's Hatch event though, things will be working a little differently. The event is structured completely uniquely than what it was like in previous years. So although we'll have to be going into several different games, there won't necessarily be challenges we have to face, and in turn, each game, including Doors, won't be receiving a unique egg accessory themed around their respective game. According to some leaks, as well as official announcements from Roblox themselves, Doors is just one of a whopping 1,000 games participating in this event. Yeah, 1,000 unique games are a part of this egg hunt. Naturally, this means 1,000 unique eggs would be insanely time-consuming to create, and not a worthwhile endeavor. So that's a large reason as to why we won't be seeing a Doors-themed egg item, accessory, for the reward of completing this event in the game. Additionally, unlike previous egg hunts, each game also won't contain a specific quest in order to obtain their respective egg. I'll explain why this is a little later, as it ties into how each egg is obtained, but this means we won't be getting something like the Backdoor event, where the Roblox event badge is rewarded for completing an entire subfloor. At maximum, it would only take a few minutes to get the egg indoors. This means that although the Garden subfloor could release alongside the egg hunt, the two won't directly be related, unlike the Backdoor and the Hunt event. Remember, this event is more about quantity than quality. Now, with all of that being said, you may be asking how we would obtain the egg, and for better or worse, it's rather simple. Essentially, every participating game, including Doors, is required to have an egg spawner located somewhere near the player's spawn point or lobby. This means for nearly every game, players would have to just join, search the lobby for the egg spawner, gather the spawned egg, then leave and move on to the next game. As I've said, players will only spend a few minutes at most in each game, and this is the reason why. This is the restriction that prevents Doors from having a full-fledged quest that rewards its event badge and egg, as Roblox strictly prohibits it. Now, you may have noticed that instead of each game having an egg, it will contain an egg spawner. What exactly is this, and why aren't we hunting for actual eggs, but rather these spawners? Well, as I've stated, there are 1,000 games in this event, and Roblox is not making 1,000 eggs. So the way it will work is that each game will contain an egg spawner, and players can find the spawner to receive one out of a pool of eggs. This means that every single egg is obtainable from every single one of those 1,000 games. However, multiple would have to be visited in order to get them all, as multiple eggs can't be obtained from a single game spawner. This means that, unlike in the Hunt event, players don't need to access Doors at all in order to complete the entire egg hunt, as they can receive all the eggs from a different selection of the 1,000 games. However, for those who do choose to obtain an egg from Doors, where would they even find it? I mean, after all, the rules state they must be located in the lobby of the game, so that really narrows down the exact location of the spawner. Well, we can eliminate the other side of the fence that contains the backdoor entrance in the lobby, as that area can only be accessed with the Detour badge, meaning hiding the egg there breaks the rules of the event, as it isn't possible for completely new players to go there as they need to at least access the runes. Additionally, all of the areas inside the lobby seem extremely easy to access, which although is allowed, I feel doors would make it at least a tiny bit more difficult to better fit the atmosphere of the game. This means that although the spawner could be placed somewhere obviously in the lobby, like in the UGC shop or something like that, it may also, for example, be hidden behind one of the currently player inaccessible doors in the lobby, and in order to access it, players would need to find a key hidden in the lobby as well. It's also possible an entirely new section of the lobby could be built for the sole purpose of housing the egg spawner. But really, we can't exactly pinpoint where it will be until the update actually releases. Now, although I've said that the egg hunt and the garden subfloor won't directly be related to each other, even the developers mentioned that in the original devlog post, that doesn't mean they can't release at the same time. The Hatch event is planned to go public on July 2nd. So, although the Doors developers will likely release their contribution to the Egg Hunt then, they may also release the Garden Subfloor update alongside it, so it's all bunched together nice and cleanly. Still, given how that date is only a little whiles away, and how the Garden Subfloor update doesn't seem that close to completion, both events will likely be made public at separate times. Still, there is a very slight chance they both could be released on July 2nd. Another thing I'd also like to mention is that the Doors developers did release a new badge, which could be used for this egg hunt, however we know no information about it. So that is up to our interpretation, but hey, it's definitely possible. So, to summarize, it was revealed that Doors is a part of the upcoming egg hunt event titled The Hatch. This event involves players locating an egg spawner in one of 1,000 participating games, and by finding it, they'll receive one out of a pool of randomized eggs. Each spawner is required to be located in the game's spawn or lobby region, so for the Doors event, it will be in the hotel lobby. As to where specifically, I'm unsure, but it definitely could be in a new area hidden behind one of the currently inaccessible doors. All we know for certain is that it won't be nearby the backdoor entrance, as that area isn't accessible to completely new players as they need to have accessed the rooms, which does take a while. Lastly though, it is possible the Garden Subfloor could release alongside this egg hunt on July 2nd. I doubt that will be the case and the Garden Subfloor will be released a little later, but it's still possible. Anyways, with all of that being said, let me know in the comments what you all think of this Doors being in the egg hunt thing, and thank you all for watching and I hope you enjoyed.